Hello all, I am Dr. Ashish Agrawal. In this video, we will discuss about the chemistry of lipoproteins. In this video, we will discuss about the role of lipoprotein in our body, the role of lipoprotein in our body, different names of the lipoproteins, structure of the lipoproteins, and functions of the lipoproteins. So as we know, lipid, it is a non-polar molecule. So it is a hydrophobic. So it requires protein which is a hydrophilic so that lipid can be transported to the different tissue like skeletal muscles, adipose tissue, heart, okay, and other peripheral organs like adrenal glands, testes, ovary, so that lipid can be transported. And in skeletal muscle it is required for the energy purpose, okay. While adipose tissue, the lipids are stored as a triglyceride, and whenever we require the energy, we get the energy. While in case of adrenal gland and testis and ovary, it is required for the steroid hormone. So lipids are very important, and for transport of that, we require a lipoproteins. So you can see here lipids plus protein that will constitute your lipoproteins. So the protein part of the lipoprotein, it is called as the apoproteins. Okay. You can see here in the serum this cholesterol, triglyceride, phospholipid, because they are hydrophobic in nature, they will be transported with the help of the boat, which is a protein. Okay, so protein will help in transportation of this triglyceride, phospholipid and cholesterol, which is very important for the steroid hormone synthesis or vitamin D synthesis or for the energy purpose and many functions of the lipids. This protein is important in transport of the lipids. Here is the structure of lipoprotein. So you can see here, this is a apoprotein. This is the apoprotein, that is the protein part of the lipoprotein. In the core, this is a triglyceride. Okay, this is a cholesterol esters. Okay, this is a phospholipid bilayer. This is a phospholipid. Okay, phospholipid. This is a cholesterol. So in the outer cell, there is the cholesterol. Inside, there is a triglyceride, cholesterol ester, and the protein part is called as the apoprotein. This structure is called as the apoproteins. Okay, so this is the triglyceride, you can see, cholesterol esters, free cholesterol, and phospholipid. So this is a structure of a lipoprotein. You can see this is a lipid portion, this is the lipid portion, and this portion is a apoprotein. And lipid plus protein or lipid plus apoprotein will form the lipoprotein. Now we will see the classification of the lipoproteins. So they are the chylomicrons, very low density lipoprotein, that is called the VLDL, intermediate density lipoprotein, IDL, low density lipoprotein, that is the LDL, and high density lipoprotein. Okay, so this chylomicron, VLDL, IDL, LDL, and HDL, these are names of the lipoproteins. Okay. So there are different sizes of the lipoproteins. This high density lipoprotein, it is the smallest. High density lipoprotein, it is the smallest lipoprotein. While the chylomicron, it is the largest lipoproteins. The functions of apoprotein in lipoprotein. So they will act as a protein component of the lipoprotein. They will promote the transport and uptake of the lipids. They will act as a ligand like Apo E. Okay, this Apo E apoprotein, it will help in uptake of the chylomicron as well as IDL, okay, lipoprotein, and they will act as they will help in activation of enzyme like lecithin cholesterol acyltransferase, okay, or lipoprotein lipase. This LCAT will be activated by the Apo A1 lipoprotein, okay, while this lipoprotein lipase, they will be activated with the help of Apo C II. So this is the functions of these apoproteins. Now we will see what are the different apoproteins. So there is called as the Apo A apoprotein, Apo B apoprotein, Apo C and Apo E. This Apo A, there are two parts, Apo A1 and Apo A2. In Apo B, there is Apo B48 and B100. In C, there is a C1, C2, C3. Okay. This Apo E is present in almost all apoprotein except the LDL, which is the only Apo B100 apoprotein. Right? Now we will see where these apoproteins are synthesized. So Apo A1 it is synthesized in the liver and in the intestine, okay, and it will help in the production of HDL. Apo A2 is synthesized in the liver. Apo B has the B48 and B100. B48 is synthesized in the intestine and it is a part of the chylomicron. While Apo B100 is synthesized in the liver and it is a part of the VLDL, LDL and IDL. Apo C it is synthesized in the liver. Apo E also synthesized in the liver. So this chylomicron, that is CM, it is formed in the intestinal mucosal cell. It is rich in the triglyceride and the apoprotein that is present in the chylomicron is Apo B48. Okay. The major apoprotein is Apo B48 in chylomicron. During the maturation, it will get Apo E and Apo C from the HDL. And the role of chylomicron is to transport the exogenous lipid transport. So it will help in transportation of dietary lipids from the intestine to the peripheral tissue. Now another is VLDL. It is synthesized in the liver. It contains the major apoprotein called Apo B100. Okay. While during maturation, it gets the two apoprotein Apo C II and Apo E from the HDL. The role of VLDL that it will transport the endogenously synthesized lipid, okay, and from liver it will transport the lipids to the peripheral tissues. Okay, we will see the separate video on VLDL, LDL metabolism. This IDL, it contains the Apo B100 and Apo E. Okay, it is the intermediate products of the VLDL metabolism. While the LDL metabolism, it contains only Apo B100. That you have to remember. In VLDL, it has the Apo B100, Apo B100, and Apo C2 and Apo E. While in case of LDL, only there is a Apo B100 apoprotein is there. Okay. And the role of LDL that it will transport the cholesterol from liver to the peripheral tissue, from liver to the peripheral tissue. And it is very important for the transport of this cholesterol to the peripheral tissue, like androgen organs like testes, ovary, where cholesterol is required to form the sex hormones or steroid hormones, okay, like aldosterone, cortisol. So they will help in the formation of these hormones. Okay, but excess of LDL, okay, that can be easily oxidized and it will form the atherosclerosis and may lead to the heart attack also. So it is the LDL is called the bad cholesterol. While this HDL, it will transport the cholesterol. It will transport the cholesterol from peripheral tissue to the liver. Okay. So this HDL is called as a good cholesterol. Okay. So the major apoprotein in HDL is Apo A1 that you have to remember. Okay. Others are Apo C and Apo E. Where it donates Apo C, HDL donates the Apo C and Apo E to the VLDL and chylomicron. That we will see in the separate video of metabolism of lipoprotein. Now coming to the composition of this lipoprotein. So the chylomicron, we have seen it has the lowest density. Okay, chylomicron has the lowest density. So in ultracentrifugation, it remains at the top of the tube. While HDL has the highest density. Okay. HDL has the highest composition of protein. Okay. While it has the lowest composition of triglyceride. Okay. So HDL highest protein, but lowest triglyceride. While the chylomicron, and this density mainly depends on the protein. So chylomicron has the lowest protein. So it has the lowest density, but it has the highest triglyceride. Okay. So chylomicron has the highest triglyceride, lowest density, lowest protein, while HDL has the highest protein, highest density, and lowest triglyceride. Okay, that you have to remember. This VLDL and LDL remain in between. Okay, so you can see the highest protein is seen in the HDL, which has the highest density and lowest triglyceride. While chylomicron has the highest triglyceride and lowest protein as well as density. While the LDL has the highest cholesterol ester. Okay, cholesterol ester is highest in case of LDL. Okay. After 40 years, every year lipid profile should be done, because if the cholesterol level Okay, if it is high or LDL level is high, triglyceride level high, they are the risk factor for the heart attack. Okay, and is the second most common cause of heart attack, is the second most common cause of death after the accident. Okay, so that we should take care. Okay, so the total plasma lipid is 400 to 600 milligram. Out of that, total cholesterol is 140 to 200 milligram per deciliter. HDL cholesterol is 40 to 60. Okay, so the HDL should be more than 40 milligram per deciliter, while the LDL level is 80 to 130 milligram per deciliter. If it is more than 160 milligram per deciliter, it is a risk factor. If cholesterol level, if it is more than 220 or 240 milligram per deciliter, it is a risk factor for the heart attack. While the triglyceride, if it is more than 150 or more than 200, it is a risk factor. Okay, so more the high value of triglyceride, LDL, and cholesterol, it is a risk factor. While low value, if it is less than 35, that is a risk factor. Okay, so that every person should undergo lipid profile every year after the 40 years of age. This is all about the lipoprotein chemistry. I hope you find this video helpful. If you like this video, please hit the like button, share this video to your friends, and subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon so that you can get notification for my future video also. Thank you for watching. Bye.